Hello, welcome! Here's a little game called The Legend of Zelda. So this is going to be an interesting LP, and I'm going to have to set the stage for a few things. So I've played this game a lot of times before. Probably played all the way through it maybe 10 times in my life. Not very recently, though. So we got this little story here. This is a very abbreviated version. Anyway, so this is a game... This was like... Not exactly one of the first games I ever played, but like some of my earliest video game memories are of this game. It just feels like it's always been there, pretty much. Anyway, yeah, so I've been thinking about it lately, and I would like to try it again and see what it would be like to let's play a game that I at least knew this well at one point. I'll find out how much I do actually remember. So right, there are two quests, the first quest and the second quest. And I've definitely finished the first quest a whole lot of times. I'm not absolutely sure that I've ever completely finished the second quest. But that is going to happen, hopefully, during this. And I'll see what it's like. At the very least, I've done it fewer times. I think that number of times is 0. So please look up the manual for details. Until today, I had never read the manual for this game. The context in which I experienced this game way back then was, you know, older siblings, friends who had it, playing through it. They had, like, player's guides and stuff. They were always ahead of me. I was just kind of, like, following in their footsteps. I was the youngest one of the people around me who played this game. And as such, I never really got the blind experience with it. Never really got to know it on my own terms. It was always on somebody else's terms. And by the time I got to, like, play it on my own, I already knew a whole lot of stuff about it. Anyway, so it's not something I'm ever going to really get to do, but, even so, having just read the manual for the first time, I found some interesting stuff in it. So yeah, list of items here. It has an interesting sort of translation. I think the opening bit of the story is worth reading out in full. There are some interesting little language quirks in it, but let's go over this. A long, long time ago, the world was in an age of chaos. In the midst of this chaos, in a little kingdom in the land of Hyrule, a legend was being handed down from generation to generation, the legend of the Triforce, golden triangles possessing mystical powers. One day, an evil army attacked this peaceful little kingdom and stole the Triforce of power. This army was led by Ganon, the powerful Prince of Darkness, who sought to plunge the world into fear and darkness under his rule. Fearing his wicked rule, Zelda, the princess of the kingdom, split up the Triforce of Wisdom into 8 fragments and hid them throughout the realm to save the last remaining Triforce from the clutches of the evil Ganon. At the same time, she commanded her most trustworthy nursemaid, Impa, to secretly escape into the land and go find a man with enough courage to destroy the evil Ganon. Upon hearing this, Ganon grew angry, imprisoned the princess, and sent out a party in search of Impa. Braving forests and mountains, Impa fled for her life from her pursuers. As she reached the very limit of her energy, she found herself surrounded by Ganon's evil henchmen. Cornered! What could she do? But wait, all was not lost. A young lad appeared. He skillfully drove off Ganon's henchmen and saved Impa from a fate worse than death. His name was Link. During his travels, he had come across Impa and Ganon's henchmen. Impa told Link the whole story of the Princess Zelda and the evil Ganon. Burning with a sense of justice, Link resolved to save Zelda, but Ganon was a powerful opponent. He held the Triforce of Power, and so, in order to fight off Ganon, Link had to bring the scattered 8 fragments of the Triforce of Wisdom together to rebuild the mystical triangle. If he couldn't do this, there would be no chance Link could find his way into Death Mountain where Ganon lived. Can Link really destroy Ganon and save Princess Zelda? Only your skill can answer that question. Good luck. Use the Triforce wisely. It's written weirdly. It has, like, it's very repetitive. Quite a quirky translation in here. Anyway, yeah, so yeah, very abbreviated version of that story here. Many years ago, huh? Okay. So some time has gone by since those events, according to this at least. The manual has a lot of lies in it. Many things it says are not true to what happens in the game. So I don't know how much I'm going to trust that interpretation of the story. Anyway, so let's get started here. I'm going to register my name. Name of the character in this game is Link, and I have always just used that as the name of my save file. I know I could use something else, but this was the way I always liked it. And this is the way I'm going to do it today, too. You can also put Zelda in to start in the second quest right away, but first quest first. Link! Alright, and thing is, like, playing a game that I've played this many times before, a lot of it's just going to come automatically to me. And I'm not going to go against the grain too much trying to just, like, do things that are, as if I'm seeing them for the first time. Although I am seeing this for kind of the first time in, like, I don't know, quite some time. It has been a while. I am curious. Anyone who's watching this, is there anyone here who has not either played this game or seen it in detail before? Like, is this Let's Play right here, anyone's first experience with The Legend of Zelda? I would be surprised if it was, but not all that surprised. Anyway, so find the 8 Triforce fragments. That's my start menu button. Use B button for this! I have no this to use my B button for yet. So right, early game, I seem to remember involves some money grinding if I want some things that are important for later. So I kind of just want to walk around and fight some things for a little while. Although, let me see if I run into an actual reason to do that though. So there's a shop in here, I seem to recall. Oops. What does the shop sell? I believe it's a red candle for 60, blue candle for 60. Sorry, I had them all mixed up. Magic shield for 160, key for 100. That's right, you can just buy dungeon keys. Okay, so this is an important item that I always remember needing, like, right away. And 60 rupees is a bit of an ask at the start. However, there are things I can do to maybe get them in a hurry. Problem is, will I remember any of those things? Somewhere there's a cave or a tree or something with a secret to everybody where I can just get some free money. Problem is, I don't remember where that is. So I'm gonna wander for a little bit. Let's just sort of explore the bounds of what I can reach on the overworld right now. There's the map in the upper left. It's not very detailed, just kind of a position within a rectangle of where I am. So yeah, these are decent for money. My money grinding spot that I preferred usually was on this screen. The levers here usually are fairly profitable, like look at all that. I kind of don't want the stopwatch because that makes them all disappear. Do they respawn right away when I leave the screen? They do not. I don't remember the respawning rules here exactly. Zora doesn't ever have anything, I think. Well, it's in the water, so how would I get it? I think I've accidentally stumbled into the location of the first dungeon. Let's see if I can do this without the candle. I don't remember if there are any dark rooms in there or not. Ouch, hurting. Well, it's gonna be a beep for a little while. I could go seek out a fairy and refill some hearts. Oh, I found one. Good enough. Alright, let's try this at base stats. If there are dark rooms in here, it might be a problem. Wow, yeah, how long has it been since I played this game? I remember surprisingly little. If I were to estimate, I would say at least 10 years. But again, I have played through it a lot of times, so... there are well-worn paths in my brain of how this game is, just in general. You have a key. I can sort of just barely see it inside you before I get the kill. I guess the hope is, like, if I do need a candle in here, then by the time I know that I need it, I'll have 60 rupees and can leave and go buy it. I seem to remember that it's like pretty much only at the beginning where there's like a lot of money grinding. There were other places than this dungeon that I could have gone. I'll explore a little bit more out on the overworld once I'm back out there. I know there are hint givers you can pay to hear things from. I feel like I've never done that. Are any of these pushable? Or is this not a spot for that? This probably isn't a spot for that. So yeah, I'd like to see what the hints are. If I have the funds at the time. When I was playing The Legend of Zelda, Right, yeah, the other Zelda game that I played first. I got a text dump of this game because I wanted all my episode titles to be strings of text that appeared in this game when I played that, and learned that there was a lot more text in this game than I realized. And a lot of those texts were hints from the people you pay to give you advice. So it would be nice to see those in context. What are these called? Zols? No, the Zols are the big ones. That's the gel. That one moves to open that door. Right, okay. If I go there now, I think there's something I want over here. Is this where the boomerang is? I like defeat a Goria and he just drops a boomerang and then that's mine? Or am I making things up? No, that's, okay, so it's just the one room there. Push any direction, once. Ah, it's you. Eastmost Peninsula is the secret. Do I know what that means? I don't know what that means. Peninsula makes me think it's on the overworld, and not within the dungeon that you're talking about. Eastmost Peninsula is the secret. Yeah. In all the times I've played this, I've never actually understood that clue. Will this be the time that I do? Probably not. I could make some guesses though, and maybe one of them would be right. Alright, is this the room where I get the boomerang? No. I got some bombs though. Cool. Or is the boomerang the treasure of this dungeon? I cannot remember. I think it's this block I have to push. Yes. No, the bow is the treasure, right, but I don't have any arrows. Can't use it until I go buy some. For 90 rupees, I want to say. I remember where the shop is, where you do that. Yeah, a lot of this is coming back to me. This might be an extremely quick LP. The first quest, at least. Or maybe not. We'll see how it goes. Okay, yeah, so I have a B item, I have 2 B items, but like if I try to use the bow, I can't even equip it. It just does not go. Not without arrows. Alright, well, this dungeon just kind of flew right by. There's a couple of more rooms and a boss to do, but that's basically it. Will I die to the boss? Probably not, but maybe. Isn't there a boomerang in here somewhere that I get? Is it this room? It's probably this room. They have boomerangs. Okay, now I'm just getting a free kill on everybody. Yeah, that's where you get the boomerang. Okay, cool. Am I going to use it? Don't have anything to use it on right now. Do I? Wallmasters. I remember these having money sometimes, didn't they? Yeah. Don't want to get touched by those or I go back to the start of the dungeon. I remember having trouble with that when I was younger. I guess I just wasn't very good at dodging things. Can you use bombs in this boss? Let's try. So I can stab him, sure. Can I... Yeah, okay, that works. I could do it from a distance. Let's try a bomb. Bomb worked. And he dropped more. Great. That was worth it. Okay, wow, this dungeon was way quicker than I remembered. This took 0 time. Guess it helps to know my way around. Okay, let's look around out here. I do not have 60 rupees for the candle, but I'm getting there. I guess mostly I want the candle because there's a bunch of bushes I know I can burn that have lots of good stuff inside them. Ouch. I was not facing the right way, and I also don't have the right shield to do anything about that. Alright, so you. Thank you. That's the sort of thing I need. I'm going this way. I don't think there's much of anything I can do here. There might be, like, one thing somewhere. Can't go across the water yet. Right, I have 7 bombs. Okay, so if I remember any locations where I can bomb... I remember somewhere across this water in the wall is a location that's bombable. That might be second quest only. Also, on this screen I can do a thing. Eventually. Gotta take care of Tektites first. Ouch. The randomness of the way enemies move here is it's quite chaotic sometimes. Hard to get a handle on. Okay, so pay you and you'll talk, but I want the candle first. So I would like to hear those hints, so come back with 35 rupees there, basically. Alright, Lionel, very dangerous enemy. I can take him. Probably. He moves real slow. This is gonna hurt if it hits me. It did not. Are you immune to boomerang? No. Okay, not that dangerous. Are you immune to boomerang? Kinda. Master using it, and you can have this. Alright, I have not mastered using it yet. Is it 5 hearts when I can pick that up? Might be. I always forget the exact number. But I need some number of heart containers, and then I can have the better sword. It does twice as much damage as this one. If I go this way and look on my map, I'm still on the same screen. What's up with that? Does this go, or does this loop around too? This loops around too. So both of those just loop. Left and... No, down doesn't go either. Oh, okay. I thought I could go down the ladder and get somewhere else, but no. I'm just dumped in that spot. Alright. ₹47. Getting toward a candle. I mean, I could pay for the hints now, but like, it just doesn't feel like it makes sense. If I go through the desert over here, I suspect I'll end up with enough money to buy something, because there are a lot of levers here. And the red ones in particular are quite profitable usually. Yeah, looking good. Let's clear the desert and I'll easily have 60. Blue ones are less good. The manual actually talks about this. I learned that for the first time just today. Defeat the red ones in particular for money. Blue ones also have a different movement pattern that's a little harder to manage. Okay, here's a place I can bomb, and I think there's a heart container inside? Am I right about this? I'm probably not going to be right about the exact spot I want to bomb. It was not there. Is it here? All the way on the right. Yeah, okay, take any one you want. Obviously I will choose the permanent one on the right. One on the left is just... Medicine of Life? Hey, there we go, 60 rupees. So this will take me back to the mountain? No, east of the mountain. If I touch an Armos here, is there a passage underneath any of you? Yeah, you're gonna bump into me a whole lot, I get that. There is a passage here. What is this? This isn't one of those that's gonna, like, steal my money, is it? Do I dare? I do. Secret is in the tree at the dead end. Which dead end? Alright, secret is in the tree at the dead end. Maybe it's nearby. I'm gonna check in here. Yeah, I have places to be. I could maybe go get that white sword now. Hey, there we go. I can buy a candle. Good. How convenient. I remember always going to the shop right near the start for my... Oops, that's not what I meant to do. For my candle buying. Oh, I can't, how is it? I can't use my sword when I'm in the process of catching the boomerang. That's what it is. Okay. It is not unlikely that I'll die on this screen. I think there's a place I can bomb right here. Okay, this is helping. Here, you be stunned or something. Thanks. Can I bomb here? I can. Ah, it's one of you. Okay, so I can't interact with you yet. I need an item that might be near here, or... I don't remember where it is. There is an entrance on this screen, but it's not accessible there. Oh yeah, this is where I get the permission to buy from the old woman, I think. Show this to the old woman. There we go. So I got a letter. Nobody knows what it says. Alright, just leave me alone. Every time I stab my sword, the sound of the sea comes back. So show the letter, and I unlock medicine. But I can't afford it right now. It's a good thing to have, but it's pricey. Okay, so I think the tree at the dead end probably is this place over to the east, right? Seems likely. Those are a dangerous opponent. Even the boomerang makes the sound of the sea come back. Alright, you know what? Are you worth fighting? Probably not, but I'm doing it. You are not worth fighting. You could have been, though. Alright, so what's in here? Money-making game. Okay, so I can gamble here if I had some money, but I don't. And then, secret of the tree at the dead end. There's some, like... How is this? I walk through that part of the wall. And I find... a secret to everybody. How much money is in this secret? 100! Nice! Alright, I'll gamble, like, once-ish. Let's see what happens. I got 50 rupees. Okay, great. I'm gonna retire with my successful robbing of the gambling place. I didn't rob it. I played the game legitimately, and you gave me that money. I think in terms of, like, average profit there, it's always good to play the game. It's just that you can get unlucky and lose all your money if you're unlucky. Okay, so I'm hurting a lot. I think there's a ferry for recovery somewhere near here? I'm not actually sure, though. Would I survive long enough to find out? Maybe? Is there a ferry here? Or am I making this up? Not here. It's like far away from here, isn't it? Well, if I die, it's not a problem. While I'm out here, this is getting me sort of in the direction of the arrow shop, isn't it? Okay, this screen, my current vitals, is awfully dangerous. That's fine, this will just warp me back to the start. Game over. Continue. Alright, let's go this route. And didn't I have something else to do? Oh right, the white sword I might be able to get now with this number of hearts, but I know where there's another heart container, just like right over here. I think it is 5 hearts, so you just find 2 heart containers and then can immediately have a sword upgrade, I think. Few Tektites to fight. Oops. I did a weird throw. Yeah, this screen. Okay, they do come out of the ground with the stopwatch active. Got it. Cool. Is it here or is it all the way in the corner? It's here. I want the heart. Alright, let's get that sword. And also, right, arrow. Arrow is somewhere around here. This is the forest. Okay, sure. Oops. I think one of these walls can be bombed somewhere, but there's nothing particularly interesting inside, and also that is a big, flat wall. Could use a lot of bombs, searching for the one spot to blow up. And probably not actually find it. Ooh, speaking of bombs. Thank you. Other than that one heart container, not a lot going on in the speech. Up here, though, here is the place to buy the arrows. I'm not sure if this is the only shop that sells it, but I'm pretty sure it's the cheapest one. I can also buy bombs and a magical shield there. Magical shield's not a priority, but it'd be nice to have. I think I know where the best shop to buy that is. And in like a couple of screens, I'll have looped around to where I just was, I think. So there's a heart container. Don't have the equipment to get that at this point. Oh. Okay, so combat in this game, a lot of just kind of flailing around, because like the enemies don't really telegraph what they're going to do ahead of time, well, in terms of movement. These tell me when they're going to shoot, but I gotta get in real close to use the sword, and that is highly dangerous. Thanks for the bombs, I can only carry 8 at a time. These noisy waves. Ah, every time I stab. Okay. So I guess it's generally like red enemies that have rupees and blue enemies that have bombs and stuff. Seemed like the pattern. I have enough to buy some medicine. Would I like that? Let's see, what am I going to need money for? I bought the arrows. Magical shield at some point. Is there one for... So there was one for 120 over there. There might be one for less somewhere around. Anyway, I want the sword, and I can go this way to get it. And right, I do have the blue candles, so I can go to the place where I think is the best shield shop. I'll do that on the way. You quit that. Ouch! Okay, that hurts. This is dangerous. If I keep re-stunning you, it'll probably be safe enough, though. That was fine. Eventually. There we go. 6 was enough, and I think 5 was enough, too. Okay, so I could actually... Let's see, where am I going? I'm trying to remember. I had a plan. What was my plan? Burn a bush, that's right, the shield thing. Yeah, it's about as quick to go this way as the other way. I could skip to the save and quit menu and just restart from the beginning, but I'm basically where I need to be, close enough. Don't think I can burn any of those bushes or either of those, but I'm not certain. I might just die and warp anyway. Yep, okay, that's what happened. That's fine. I start with 3 filled hearts, don't I? Yeah, okay, I do not start full. Okay, so taking all those out in one stab. I think there's a thing I can bomb open here, but it just, like, is somebody who charges my money. Same for burning one of these bushes somewhere. There are a lot of bushes there, though, and I can only use the blue candle once per screen entry, so it's a long, tedious process to do something with that. However, I believe this bush burn... Oh. Ouch. I think one of these 2 burns? Yes. And I can get money. Not a lot, but some. And then, oh boy, which screen is it? I think it's this one. It's like, here? It was there. Okay, nice. Then over on this screen, I think this is the cheap magical shield shop. How cheap is cheap, though? 90! Not bad. I will get it. Also gonna need that meat at some point. So 100 for the meat here. Noted. Now one of these is, somebody I don't want to talk to, right? Is that right? Let's find out. No? Okay. Still get more money. Only 10, but that's some. Okay, so I bought the shield, I bought the arrow, what's down here? Meet the old man at the grave. Okay, I can't access that yet, except I think I can if I do a certain thing. Right, I wanted to buy medicine. I'm a little short of the amount of money for that. Let's try and do something about that. I'm gonna make an attempt at gambling. Because I know there's a gambling house near here. My shield is bigger and slightly more useful than before. Is it here? No. Is it here? Yes. Will I get lucky? I did. Right. That's enough for medicine. Although, is there a medicine vendor around here? I want to say there is, like, on this screen? Here? Yes. Alright. Okay, I think I'm pretty satisfied with what I've done at this point. I know where level 2 is. I'm not particularly close to it. I'll go there in a bit. Okay, so just to remind myself, up this way is something expensive that I will want at some point. And is this another Hint Giver's Cave of sorts? No, that's a shop. Wait, 80 for an arrow. What did I pay for the arrow? No, this is the same shop. Okay, so just like the one by the beach. Up here, though, there is something unique. Is it this one? No. Is it this one? No. Is it this one? Ouch. Top middle. Well, I took a lot of damage getting here. 250 for blue ring. Oh, 60 for meat. Okay, so cheap meat here. He says this is really expensive, but those are actually good prices. 255 is the rupee limit, by the way. So you gotta get almost up to the limit to buy that thing. And let's see, here's the... I don't know a name for this zone, but there's a ferry here. One more thing, since I'm very close to it, that I want to remind myself about. There's just an open dungeon right over here, and I don't remember what number it is. Is this 3? This is not the spot. I think this is 3. Yeah, this is level 3. Okay, so level 2 is elsewhere. We'll do that one first. I'll do them... yeah, I'll do them in order. Sure. Might as well. Okay, so I can go here and press a button combination on controller 2 in order to get to this screen. Save the game. Cool. Alright. So, next time we'll pick it up from there and do Dungeon 2.